I'm going to give this a little insecticide. I don't use insecticides and chemicals and that, but I just mix Castile soap and water together and spray these because I don't know what this is, what this white stuff is. But anyways, I just watched a thing today and it said to cut off the 5 leaves. I don't know much about pruning. I try to learn, but I do have pruners, but they are quite heavy. And but anyways, look at how many blooms I'm gonna get this year. I'm gonna get the most that I've ever got, because look, this is doing really good. Like I said, I've moved this rose. Look at all these ones here. Mind this, I just leave the grass clippings. Anyway, so I'm just cutting. What else I saying? My neighbor just passed by with the dog, the rescue dog, and he's always stopping and tugging on her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully I'm doing this right. What if I watch one of those janky YouTube videos that tells you the wrong thing to do? I never appreciated roses because I don't, I like things easy peasy. Yeah, that's okay, Amazon driver. Just run over somebody while you're at it. They're terrible. Listen to that. You can hear it. Rev, rev. I'm going to have to call Jeff Bezos my damn self. What was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't appreciate it, doing stuff like this, but as we get older, quiet little things like this, like that's why I said I started painting my nails again. I can be rushing around doing a million things, but I have to learn to stop for a minute. This is the little part right here that is kind of all messed up because it's against the wall. But yeah, if you watch a YouTube video and it's the wrong kind of tutorial, I should tie this up here. Possibly, right? Let's cut one of these here. I was watching a lady, and she is one of those, I'm just kind of all over the place with my life and my channel. And she is having a beautiful channel, all, what do they call that? Aesthetically pleasing and properly edited and all that other crap. And I'm watching her, and she's in the grocery store getting herbs. And she says, don't buy these, the ones in the refrigerator. Go out and buy the ones already potted. Well, the ones already potted are twice as much as the ones in the fridge. If you buy herbs and rosemary, basil, in the little cellophane containers they keep in the fridge, you can root them. Just remove the bottom roots and root them in water for a couple of days, well, maybe a week or two, and then put them in your thing, because those plants are damn expensive. And that's when I knew her thing is a sham. And then she had a link to click on to get her brand kids gardening set. Well, how much you want to bet it? How much you want to know? How much do you think it cost for a few seeds, a tutorial brochure, like reading material, and I don't know what else she had in there, but just one of those little starter kits for gardens. $77 she wanted, and that's with her discount. $77 for a few seeds and some paper pamphlets on how to grow a damn backyard garden for kids. Give me an effing break. You can see all that crap on YouTube, and you gotta learn to trust yourself. They make everything seem so hard. It's not that hard. Get some pot and soil and a big pot, and at least grow some lettuce and cucumbers or tomatoes in there. It's $77 for a starter kit to get your kids to start gardening. Give me a break. People are nuts. Anyways, this is going to be my new hobby. Training a rose bush. But yeah, look at all the blooms. I've planted this transplanted 1,000 times, and this year's gonna be the best year. So I gotta clean this out again. I can't do nothing with the tulips. I'm looking for Dusty Miller to make, because I gotta reborder this, or whatever you want to say. And I want Dusty Miller all along, because if I do have one good memory of my mama, even though they're far and few between, it's we had a little garden with Dusty Miller. I think that's the one and only time she let me help her garden. And it had Dusty Miller and marigolds in it. And that's where I first gardened, probably. So I want to have Dusty Miller border. But I cannot find any Dusty Miller. And, but I do have sage. So I thought I could do sage, which is basically the same thing, same color as Dusty Miller. I could have a sage border and just cut it down, you know, just let it grow 4 inches and cut it down. So that might be what I'm gonna do. And we got my 4 o'clocks, my favorite flowers, my favorite scent. They just reseed themselves every year. I might throw down a few, but like I said, this all has to be cleaned out. It's so damn hot. And then we got my, what are they called? Morning Glories. I just put the trellis in yesterday, and they've already wrapped themselves around. And then the sunflowers that I planted down in, what was that, May? Or way too early, April. I planted them, and guess what? The squirrels bit the tops off. They're so thirsty and hungry. They ate the sunflowers, but that's okay, because I got a whole bunch here. And I'm going to plant some more here again. So they kind of, you know, some will bloom, and then others will be trailing behind them. But again, yeah, look, I got to put the soapy water on them because the bugs are eating them. And then I got one here. And then more Morning Glories here, because I got my gas tank here. So I want to kind of hide that, but we're not really allowed to cover it. So I'm going to get a trellis. Well, I have one. I got to put it there so they can start wrapping their way up, because they grow. Morning Glories are very invasive, but they grow real easy. Morning Glories are the easiest flower. If you can't grow a morning glory, well, I can't help you. So yeah, if I just transplant some of the sage and make a border with it, that'll be fine. And this stuff here, that's my tree, don't ask. This stuff here, this is that purple. It's, I just learned what it was this year. I don't know, but it has these I'm just going to dig it up, because you know what? I forgot that as beautiful as it is, it's one of the first flowers to bloom in spring. It looks like this the rest of the year. So I'm just going to dig it all out. And I never planted forget-me-nots. And they pop up all the time. And then look at my purple cornflower. We use it to make tea. Anyways, I'll let you go. I got company here, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.